With the second pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Carson Wentz, quarterback, North Dakota State.
And so here comes Carson Wentz. Wentz, end zone, caught, touchdown, Jordan Matthews. Wentz gonna go for it all down the side. It is caught for the touchdown.
Wentz gonna throw it far side, deep throws, touchdown.
Wentz looking, he spins. Wentz is inside the 5 to the end zone, he's in, touchdown.
Wentz fires, touchdown.
Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz started all 16 games in 2016, setting an NFL record for completions by a rookie. But it was the following off-season where our journey begins.
I knew I wanted to start a foundation and give back, but a lot of people told me just wait, don't rush it, take your time. But I figured, why not? I figured I had a platform now. God put me in this position for a reason.
The AO1 Foundation was launched in Wentz's home state of North Dakota on July 16, 2017. But the history of AO1 actually goes back to Carson's career at North Dakota State.
AO1 stands for Audience of One. I actually have it tattooed on my wrist. It became a life motto, really applied to me on the field, but also in everything I did, whether it was school, hanging with friends, as the word says, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. So it really just kept in perspective for me what I was living for and who I was living for.
The mission of the Audience of One Foundation is to uplift individuals and communities around the world by demonstrating God's love for His people. And that mission is carried out through 3 ministries.
Creating the 3 ministries has been a pretty fun process, really, because I want to be invested. I want to be personally invested. I want to have physically be involved when I can, and it just makes me that much hungrier to keep growing this foundation and keep giving back in more ways, because I'm passionate about it and I love seeing the fruits of the labor.
The ministries may appear very different from one another, but they aren't as far apart as you might think.
The main overarching theme that we have in everything that we do is that it's Christ-centered. That's a big piece of the puzzle for us, and it really kind of brings the whole thing together.
Thy Kingdom Crumb is a mobile food truck that exists to demonstrate the love of God and to infuse His hope by freely distributing quality food with excellence to all people.
And when I first came to Philly, I knew I wanted to get involved locally, just wasn't sure how or where. So Thy Kingdom Crumb really came about through a relationship with Connect Church with Pastor Kyle Horner over there. And a long-time vision that he had in this city was a food truck. And so we ended up partnering together, being able to just fuse together and make something just incredible out of the partnership, and being able to bring food to different communities in the area and love on people and provide a Christ-centered just opportunity that's an outreach, but at the same time physically feeding them food. Hot one. There you go, bro. Yeah, God bless you, man. I think when people show up to the food truck, they're first of all going to be kind of taken back that something's different. That everyone's just so friendly, everyone's so loving. A lot of people are confused, what's the catch? That this is really for free, where do I leave the money? But just the overall environment, from the music that we're playing to the staff that's working, to the people on the street that are just engaging with the community. It's just an overall love-filled environment that it really just allows people to connect on a deeper level and a spiritual level.
The outdoor ministry aims to foster a genuine passion for the outdoors and to bring people closer to God through discipleship using 2 programs, Mountain Movers and Camp Conquerors.
The outdoors has been a big part of my life, really since college. I just fell in love with it, with hunting, fishing, the whole 9 yards, just being outside. And those opportunities has been a big part of who I am. And I just wanted to be able to give back in some way, especially in the Midwest, being that that's where I'm from, and just getting kids that physical opportunity to get outside, get outdoors.
The Mountain Movers program provides children with physical challenges, life-threatening illnesses, and the underserved with life-changing hunting and fishing opportunities.
Those kids are going to leave changed. They're going to leave different, because they're going to have experienced the outdoors, but they're going to experience the love of God in a tangible way. They're going to hear about God's word. They're going to pray with one of the older mentors that we have there with them, and no matter whether they harvest a trophy animal or leave empty-handed, they're going to leave with memories that'll change their lives forever.
Camp Conquerors was created to provide those same type of children with an opportunity to experience the outdoors through a variety of activities while exposing them to God's Word.
I think one of the best parts about Camp Conquerors is that you have a handful of kids that have been battling things on their own, with their families, but you bring them together and they really get to just celebrate each other and just build each other up and know that they're going through similar stuff and be able to kind of create some friendships and really lifelong relationships that way that I think can really benefit them going forward.
But those relationships don't end after each hunt or when camp is over.
There's going to be continual follow-up with our older mentors that are on those trips with them that'll really just continue to help them grow in God's Word and just further their relationship with Christ. And that's really what it's all about, just furthering that discipleship throughout life.
Along with launching the foundation after his rookie season, Carson took his first mission trip to Haiti, one of the poorest countries in the world.
It was really life-changing. You kind of see a different level of need. At the same time, you see how much they really just cherish each other, they love each other, they have communities, they really just actively support each other. And it was just really kind of humbling to me to see that they were in so much physical need, but mentally and emotionally and relationally, they were thriving.
Later that year, the AO1 Foundation announced that it had formed a partnership with Mission of Hope to build a multi-purpose sports complex that will serve over 15,000 children per year when completed.
Obviously, there's a lot of need in different ways in the country of Haiti, but I just really felt this sports complex and coming alongside Mission of Hope was something that God was calling us to do. A, because obviously my connection with sports and knowing what it's done for my life, but B, just knowing that young men really might be turned off to hearing about God's Word in that country. But if they come together to play soccer, to play basketball, whatever it is they're doing, they're going to show up. They're going to show up. They're going to leave changed because they're going to hear God's Word. They're going to be mentored. They're going to be discipled. And I think that's really how they're going to change the country one person at a time.
Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." And whether he is on the field, in the outdoors, serving from the food truck, or getting his hands dirty in Haiti, Carson Wentz will always continue to do it all for an audience of one.
What I'm most excited about is just the future and the direction that God's going to take this foundation and hopefully leave a legacy long after I'm gone, my family's gone. And we're not exactly sure where it's going to go, but we know that God does know. And my wife and I will spend lots of time praying about it. But no matter what we do, just knowing that Christ will be in the middle of it, we know that God will make it happen.